Hello again, everyone. So, for this video for the Witchy series, I'm going to talk a little bit about the law of power. And mostly this applies to Wicca or the lighter paths, as the darker paths don't really have the roles per se. Like, have roles, but differently. So, the power shall not be used to bring harm, to injure, or to control others. But if the need rises, the power shall be used to protect your life or the life of others. The power is used only as needs dictates. The power can be used for your own gain as long as by doing so you harm none. It is unwise to accept money for the use of the power, for it quickly controls its taker. Be not as those of other religions. Use not the power for prideful gain, for such cheapens the mysteries of Wicca and magic. Ever remember that the power is the sacred gift of the goddess and god, and should never be misused or abused. And this is the law of power. We are of the old ways, among those who walk with the god and goddess and receive their love. Keep the Sabbaths and aspects to the best of your abilities, for to do otherwise is to lessen your connection with the god and goddess. Harm none. This is the oldest law. It is not open to interpretation or change. Shed not blood in ritual. The goddess and the god need not blood to be duly worshipped. Those of our ways are kind to all creatures, for hurtful thoughts are quite draining and aren't worth the loss of energy. Misery is self-created, so too is joy. So create joy and disdain misery and unhappiness. Feel this within your power, so harm not. Teach only what you know, to the best of your ability, to those students whom you choose, but teach not to those who would use your instructions for destruction or control. Also teach not to boost pride, for ever remember, those who teach out of love shall be enfolded in the arms of the goddess and the god. Ever remember that if you would be of our way, keep the law close to your heart, for it is the nature of the Wicca to keep the law. If ever the need arises, any law may be changed or discarded, and new laws written to replace them, so long as the new laws don't break the oldest law of all. Harm none. Blessings of the goddess and God on us all. Now, I went through that because that is one of the older teachings that everybody as a witch pretty much hears, especially on the lighter path to harm none. Now, this doesn't say that you can't go and protect yourself, or you can't protect your family, or your pets, or your home, or your job, or anything like that. But this is where a lot of people that do not understand the pagan ways of especially Wicca and some of the lighter paths, they always think that just being a witch is because somebody wants to hurt others, or that they have no control over their magic and that their magic can turn at any point in time. They don't understand the dedication that it takes and the knowledge that is gained from years and years and years of practice. We go from one place to another to learn, through books. You know, some people get some ideas off of movies like Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Charmed or different ones like that. And then they assume that just because you summon a demon here and there, that that's exactly what all witches do. And that's totally not the case. So, for anybody that is thinking that being a pagan means that you're always out to harm people or punish them or direct karma in their way, that's not always the case. There are many witches that simply just work with love and light for healing, for simple protections. They do things like quickenings or hand fastings, pet blessings, house blessings. Like, there's so much that goes with it. It's not always just about casting spells and throwing hexes on people. And the oldest law to the pagan belief system is harm none. And I know many, many, many practitioners that will not, no matter what the cause, they will not break that law. They don't want what comes back to them threefold or three times whatever to get them. When a darker path doesn't follow this particular set of rules, we understand that we can get things thrown back at us, but we also know how to counter, how to protect ourselves from the backlash of it. And I know a lot of light practitioners that will turn to a dark practitioner in order to even do simple protection spells and stuff if they're using a type of protection spell that will send harm in its way. Like the warnings and stuff that they did with the light didn't work. So they want something a little stronger. Like they themselves will not even. They just won't, because they don't want to harm anyone. And it's usually when they talk to a darker witch, and then the darker witch hears the story of what's going on, and we're kind of just like, yeah, I got this. I got you. It's good. But the point of the story is when it comes to pagan belief and the power, the magic, the intuition, the knowledge, everything that is gained over the years through the lighter paths are gained with the first rule of harm none. And that is the foundation to the path, to the belief system. Blessed be everybody.